Hello, everybody. Welcome to another free flight session with Studio 36. Today, I'm going to fly around Fiji. I think I just finished setting up a flight plan, so we'll be taking off in a moment. I want to add passengers. Yeah, kind of feel like it's not. We'll get a few. We'll put that 200. Bit heavy. Put this one at 0 because, wait a minute. Is it all or nothing? All right, well, guess we'll do this. Like 800. Did that work? Okay, well, I guess that's what it is. No cargo. Not do that. And where can I put a number of passengers? I keep forgetting where to put it. Okay. All right. Anyway, back to this. Let me try to go through and check every option. This. Next page. Slope. Off, flaps 15. So why they let's do that while I'm looking. Confirm. Takeoff weight. This is the landing. We'll deal with that later on. And this information here. Same deal. Landing data. let's go back here, make sure I check. I know it's not settings. Do that. I don't have that, so I'm going to click that. Arrival. Let's go. And tune. It's not tune. Huh. Flight plan. It's not that. Okay. Program. Fuel, takeoff, runway. Can I not? What is this? No, no. All right. And once again, might have to research. All right. And again, co-pilots. I don't know if I have much of a runway, so we're just gonna go ahead and kind of boost it. Sounds nice. Boy, I hope this isn't enough room. Well, I guess we're gonna find out. We're committed now. Barely. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Okay. I think once I complete this turn, I'll go ahead and get on this side. Straighten it out now, and then I don't want to fly too low. I do want to fly low enough to look at the landscape, but not too low. So I think I'll lock it in about. All right, first thing, let's go ahead and pull back. I'll go ahead and get the auto throttle going. Heading, so autopilot lock. Oh, okay, so put us on the let's see, this will let us know. It doesn't look like we're straight. Not on the navigation. And look at this. It's here. Well, I don't know why it's so difficult to get this thing to work for me. Hmm. Well, I have everything set. Runway 31, R020 that's the route. Yeah, it should. So that's what it is. Yeah. And according to this, we could probably go up to 6,000. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Let's go to 6,000. And since it's clearly not working, it's not on FMS, I'm gonna do some experimenting. Figure this out. First thing I want to do is go ahead and hit 6,000. 6,000. Flight level change to match that. It should be 189 by heading. And we'll stay on that course for about. Then we're going to drop to 3,600 when we get to this point. And this is real weather, so we're flying over Fiji. Live weather, but not live time. Alright, and I should probably go and turn off my landing lights. We can go ahead and do an engine sync. We put on turbines. Oh, probably should have did this before takeoff, but too dumb. Okay. Guess I had to get that audio under control. I did not realize how terrible that was sounding. Still sounds bad. Why is it so, like, it's almost like static. I did not realize how terrible it sounded. Still sounds bad. It's almost like static. Man, this is terrible. Okay. So there's huh. Sounds like something is playing different than what's playing for me. Hmm. Testing, testing. Oh well, let me I'm not sure what's up with the audio, why it sounds so terrible. All right, we'll cut that audio just for a moment. I had no idea it sounded like that. Testing, testing. Oh well, I'm not sure what's up with the audio, why it sounds so terrible. All right, let's see where we are. I'll come back to the audio in a moment. But this looks good. We're on the right path. You know what? Let me change the scenery. We'll make it early morning. Well, not that early. Oh, wait. I didn't mean for it to do that. Okay. By the time we arrive, what am I doing? You know what? We'll just leave it there. Oh, wait. It just turned. Is it trying to lock onto the FMS? Looks like it. Yeah. So it's moving toward the path and the heading went off. Although this looks like the heading's different. think we might have just locked onto it, which is good. All right, and we're still on the same path. So we're good there. I've been having trouble with this whole sim for the past couple of days. I don't know what's going on with it. I could hardly even get it to start up. I actually had to start it in safe mode in order for me to be able to use it. Okay, so it looks like we are on the FMS, so I'll need to keep track of things. Or, since we're on it, should I go ahead and lock this in? Let's go ahead and do it. 3,000. So let's go ahead and set our altitude to 3,000. And make sure vertical navigation is active, which it is. And it should take care of, it should do everything it needs to do on its own. All my information here is still not showing anything. I don't know why it's not showing it. Fuel, heading. It's showing that information. But it just makes me think something's up with the route that was put in. Is it because it's missing this information? Hmm. 4,000 altitude. Oh well. Next and next. All right, we know to go down to 3. And down to the runway. Although I'm not sure if it's if it'll work. So we shall find out. But we are making really good progress. So we'll be coming up on it soon. And there's our destination. Little Fiji Island over there. Nice. And this, folks, is where we are headed. I would imagine. Yeah. We should be descending soon. So our altitude right now is holding at 6,000. We have the auto throttle active, autopilot engines holding around 71%, airspeed 250. Nausori. That's the airport, Nausori International. There are actually 2 airports on this island. Police station looks like it's hot in there. That's interesting. Okay, so we're still holding. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Studio 36. I do apologize for the sound. Been having some issues with the sim starting and then some issues with the sound. So I just turned off the sound of the jet because it just sounds really staticky over the stream. I don't know why. It sounds great to me, but it sounds like a bunch of static over the stream. And I don't really know how to fix that. Let's see. Oh, okay. All right. So are we at the top of our descent? What is that ahead? Oh. Oh, wait. Wait. Or is this? No, maybe this is not our island. It's going to be a different island. Huh. Looks nice, though. And so does the jet. Look at that. All right. So we're set up with live weather. And here we go. We'll go through some more clouds. And looking at this, we should be getting ready to make a turn shortly. I guess once we clear this island, well, between this island and the next one. All right. Okay. Welcome to Nasori Market. Yikes. That looks nice. There's a landscape. Looks like somebody took a shot from the plane. Entire supermarket. All right, it's a quick little preview of where we're headed. Now I'm just relying on the plane to do what it's going to do. But of course, I'm standing by ready to take over. I'm going to mess with this audio again, see what I can figure out. But man, that just sounds terrible. I'll turn it down really low. Let's see. Well, that's good. It's on the FMS doing its thing. So now I want to see if it's going to do the vertical navigation. Oh, I forgot to turn on my little deal here. MFD and vertical profile, and then I can see the plane. Make sure it's doing what it needs to do, or at least help. All right, and it shows we're on this path right here, which is good. And then after the next turn, we should be headed down to the runway. I probably should have taken off live weather so I could really see the island. But I wanted to give the plane a just have it do its thing. Oh shoot. Hold on. I gotta stop talking for a moment and do some plane work. All right. 3006. Is that what we have right now? Okay. We're still 30. Not. Shoot. I should have been had this in. How do I get back to that part? So we can activate. Active flight plan. Shoot, where do I put that? Well, you know what? We're probably just gonna roll as is. I was gonna put in the wind speed, just to help it do its calculations. But I guess as long as I have the altimeter set, we should be okay. Look at that. See the spots where the sun is peeking through. Looks good. If you're on a PS5 and you're interested in flying along to community flight, feel free to join. The code should be on the screen, although we're almost finished with this flight, but I'll do another one. Okay. So we're coming up on our next waypoint, which we should be turning. We're going to turn back toward the runway. And at this waypoint is where we should be dropping down to 3,600. But to get there, we should be descending now. So I'm a little bit nervous about this. See, VPath is flashing, so maybe it's going to start. Okay, there we go. All right, it's doing it. So, there, look at that. It looks so nice. All right, so it's on autopilot right now. It's turning on its own, and then as far as the altitude, it's currently dropping on its own. So you can see in the corner, we're VS of -14, and our altitude is dropping. And it's going to drop all the way down, should at this point be going down to like 3,000. And I'll probably have to take over at that point. Maybe beforehand, if, depending on how things are going. Because our speed is still pretty fast. And I have it set up for an ILS landing. All right, so we turned. I don't know. I don't know. Look at this. We're still up pretty high. Let me go ahead and do speed brakes while it tries to level out. Wait, what is it doing? What's going on? Why is it continuing to turn? Is it going to go around again until it reaches the appropriate altitude? Is that what's going to happen? Yeah, folks, I'm just experimenting with this and trying to figure it out. Let's see if that's what's going to happen. Because we were at 6,000, I probably should have dropped it a little bit sooner than that on my own. But I wanted to test out to see if it would, follow the plan. Looks like it's trying to level, but the heading is off. Okay. We're just gonna go a whole different direction now. Okay. Let's see. But let's zoom in here and see what's going on. What this thing is trying to do. All right. Okay, so it's gonna go forward and it's gonna make another turn. What is that thing? Okay. All right. I guess that's what it knows what it's doing. Let's see. So our altitude right now is 4,000, and I guess that's why it didn't reduce the speed. I'll allow it. Probably bought me a little bit more time to put in the information I was looking for, but I can't find where I need to put it, so. Okay, so there's the turn for what we saw on the MDF, all right? What's this thing called? MFD is what I was trying to think of. Looks good. So there's the plan it's following. I don't have my little pink bar on this screen for whatever reason, but yeah, there it is right there. And I can't hear any radio stuff, so I have to keep remembering to check this. QNH 1018. Uh-oh. Let's see what we have. Okay, yeah, we're good. 1018. Nice. All right. And we are cleared. Looks like we came out a little bit more, which I guess is good because now it'll give me an opportunity to land a little bit better. All right, citation 10X. Which one? Is it citation 10 or citation X? The official like name. Let's see something. If I do that, the field of view on these is kind of tight. I think they should make it a little bit wider. I want to see under us. And there's a look at Fiji. All right, looks like we're straightening out. Let's probably go ahead and get my flaps activated. First flight of the day, and I always forget stuff, like important stuff. Oh, wait. Is a runway coming up? Oh, my goodness. All right. Yeah, I got to cheat every now and then with the little brackets. Okay. All right. We got our flaps extended, should be going to 15. VS is, it's still dropping because we need to be at 3,000 according to the chart. And that's what's in the FMS. Is it showing? Oh, I took it off the screen. Flight plan. All right, there's 3,000. So it's still dropping. It should help that I have the flaps. Oh, I guess I have the flaps at 20. But we're on autopilot, so the autopilot will help keep us from stalling. Let's see if that audio is still sounding terrible. Look at that. We're right in the zone. And I think I see the lights ahead. I'm going to wait a little bit more to let the gear down. Although, I need to go ahead and hit approach mode. Let's see what happens. All right, looks like it's locked on the localizer. I'm going to go ahead and let the gear down. And we'll let it hold straight. I'm not going to do full flaps just yet. And I am going to lower the altitude a bit because I don't know what height, what altitude I need to be at to catch the glide slope. There is no chart for it. I feel like I'm up too high. All right. Hold steady. Hold steady. And looks like, according to the lights, we're still up a little too high, but looks like we're going to be making a dive for the runway. Let's go ahead and go full flaps. And I think I might just go ahead and take over. Yeah, all right, I'm going to take over. All right. Oh, the turbulence is strong. It just pushed the plane all the way over. All right, so I'm taking over now. I am leaving auto throttle on because it does a really good job with managing the speed for me. So that's one less thing I have to worry about when I do this. It's, according to the poppies, we're still up kind of high, but All right, let's touch down. Flare, flare, flare. Nice. Okay, nice, pretty nice and smooth landing. And we stayed on center line. Probably one of my best landings yet. I mean, I probably shouldn't stop mid runway, but I'll take it. Nice. All right, where do they want us to go? Yeah, pretty good. So, yeah, welcome to Studio 36. And if you're on PS5, feel free to join. We just landed in Fiji. And we'll probably load up another flight somewhere else in a few minutes. I try to keep all the flights, somewhat short or relatively short compared to some of the other folks. Okay, now I just crashed into everybody's property. There's not enough room for my longitude. But I try to keep them all between 20 and 30 minutes, sometimes 40. But, that way it's not too long, too monotonous. Now we can get in more flights, explore more places. There we go. So I'm going to end that flight. And I think what I'm going to do is actually stick here for a little bit. But I'm going to change into a different plane so that we can explore. It's kind of hard to explore in the what do you call it? In the Citation and the Pilatas, the PZ-24. It's a little bit hard in those business jets. I have to get the smaller ones. Let's do this. This little C400. Nice little machine. Let's do a depart from here. Go ahead and start. Oh, you started me in the sky? I wanted to start on the ground, but okay. Well, here, let's do this. I want to start on the ground, on the runway. I did not know they were going to do that. And we don't need that much runway. All right, and no fun doing this without passengers. So let's get some passengers loaded. Let's not hit max, but I like to get close to it. And look at that. Okay. So now we got some passengers on the plane. Let's go ahead and get this light turned off. Oh, you know what? I need a checklist on that Citation. I forgot to put my engines back. I forgot to turn my landing lights on. Oh, man. Oh, well. All right. Here we go. And let's see. Ooh, as you can see, it's blowing around. All right, let's see if we can take off. Nope, not enough. All right. Sorry, people. Hold steady. Okay. Woo. That was close. Oh, shoot. I didn't have any flaps. I mean, I don't think that would have made much of a difference anyway, but, whatever. All right. So now let's take this and see what we see. All right. You know what? Let me see if is there an auto throttle in here? Probably not. Okay. All right, so let's pull back on the speed a little bit. Still overspeeding though. My goodness, how fast are we going? There we go. All right. Looks good. There's some kind of body of water. I don't know where it is. River. And you can see the other island in the background that we flew over earlier in the citation. But yeah, just doing a quick flyover of Fiji. And again, welcome to Studio 36. And if you're on the PS5, feel free to join. I'm going to do a quick flight here, probably just fly around just for a couple of minutes, land, and then start up another one. Amuka Village. Let's see how our passengers are doing, enjoying the views. Eesh. All right. Sounds good. I'll give you guys a little bit more audio. Uh-oh. Wait, what's going on? Okay, must have been turbulence. Like to do low fly just to get a good look at things. No, sorry. There's an airport. Let's go over to this little landmark icon, and then we'll land and call it a wrap for this one. Too low. There you go. That's nice. There's a shadow from our plane. All right. Oh, well, shoot. There's the runway right there. This plane is actually small enough to where we can just go ahead and continue this path and hit the runway. All right, passengers, that concludes our flight for the day. We're going to go ahead and get ready to land, hopefully. All right, let's go ahead and drop the flaps. The gear doesn't retract on this plane, so I don't have to worry about that part. You can see the wavy trails from the fumes and exhaust heat. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, let's get that vertical together. All right, let's go 4 flaps. Let's do something about the speed. And there we go. All right, and another nice landing. Ooh, that was butter. Nice. All right, yeah, that was a very smooth one. All right. I think I might be getting the hang of this. Now, if I could just learn how to drive them on the ground, I guess that would be nice. This is a much smaller plane, so it should be okay to park. Oh, they want me to come in right there? All right. Oh, you want me to come over like this? It's awfully close to that plane. All right, I'm going over this way. All right, he's telling me to keep going. Okay. Wait. All right, I'm going. All right, where you want me to go, man? Oh, shit. Oh, almost ran into him. Eeh. About to get locked up in Fiji. All right, there we go. Well, it didn't tell me to turn down, but all right, anyway. So that's it, people, for that one. Wasn't too bad. All right. Where's this? Ooh, should we try this? This is always a fun strip. Pretty popular. Let's try some other ones over here. Tell you what, we're about to go hopping, airstrip hopping. So we better get a proper plane for this one. And I think I'm gonna use what they use in real life. Let's give one of these. I'm gonna use the PC6 little porter plane. Wait, where is it? Oh, here it is, right here. I don't really care for the livery for these. This is really all I got to choose from. That one and this one. Okay, so now we're gonna play around in where's this? New Guinea. All right, I may take these clouds off. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fly. We're gonna make that our arrival, and then where's that Beluga airstrip? That's a pretty popular spot. And we're gonna make that our departure. 10-minute flight. We should be pretty good. But I don't want to do that. And then I'm going to add. Wait a minute. Let's see. You know, there's some houses. Let's see if we can make that our arrival. And then we'll make this a stop along the way. Add. Did it not work? Huh. Guess not. All right, let's reset this. If we do these two, what is that? All right, it's a 10-minute flight with this one. And then what I'll do is once I land here, I'll probably just go to random islands, so it doesn't matter. But I'm not a fan of these visual patterns, although I know it's necessary. But for the purposes of the sim, we're not doing that. We're going straight in. No, I want to keep IFR. Oh, shoot. I need to send it. There we go. All right, let's get it. All right. Side. And do I have a co-pilot? Let's get some folks in here. All right. You know what? Let's see. We won't get too many people, but we got to have some cargo too. These places, you know, they need some supplies, you know. Center of gravity. Let's see what we got here. I don't know. This is probably going to be a challenge, people. 112. Y'all weigh a little bit more than 112. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, there you go. That's more like it. Okay. And we're going to start out at around 6,400 feet. Drop down to, okay. All right, not bad. Eesh. Do I have a pilot? What? Why don't I get a, oh, okay, I guess it's just me. All right, well, it is what it is, I guess. All right. I'm actually not, okay, there's the autopilot. Flight director, autopilot. Is that turning off on its own? Where is the heading and altitude? Does anybody know where that is? I know the other two PC, Pilatus planes pretty well, but not this one. I actually don't use any of this stuff too often. Oh, there you go. So there's a heading. And where's my altitude? Oh, there we go. Is this it right next to me? Okay. All right. So there's my heading. And here's my altitude. There's my barometer, autopilot switch. All right. It's enough for me to get going. All right, people, here we go. Do not rely on fuel flow instructions. Wait, what? Oh, shoot. Oh, this is not good. Whew. That takeoff was a little concerning. But hey, what are you going to do?
Kayak Center, S36 medium Mike Bravo Echo 450, 1 miles northeast of Whiskey X-ray flight true, 6200, request IFR to Whiskey Alpha Charlie X-ray, ready to copy.
Okay. So I'm going to keep the brackets on for this flight only because I don't know where the heck I'm going. So
S36 medium Mike Bravo Echo 450,
let's go ahead and
to Whiskey
climb.
Alpha Charlie X-ray airport is filed. Squawk 1012.
Uh-oh. Wait, something's up. My airspeed is dropping. Uh-oh. All right, all right, let's not panic.
Turn right heading 065. Resume all navigation. Maintain present altitude. S36 medium Mike Bravo Echo 450.
All right. We're kind of on track. All right, so our altitude is up at 74 now, but our speed is dropping again, and it's probably because of my VS or whatever. So just take it easy. I still have it set to live weather, so I'm getting turbulence from that too.
450.
Wait, what's it doing? Is it turbulence or is it trying to get on? Oh, I think it might have been trying to do an autopilot. I'm gonna pull back some because we're going up in the air. All right, there we go. Uh-oh, wait, damn it. Are we stalling? Stall. Woo. All right. Yeah, with that. And again, welcome Studio 36. One mine.
S36 medium Mike Bravo Echo 450.
Wait, there's an announcement. All right. Is it? It looks like as soon as we get over this uh, hill or cliff or whatever, then we're gonna have to descend. Okay, there's our airport. This is why I need the markers, because if you look over there, I guess you gotta have experience with this place to know that's the airport. I don't have experience, so we're doing this. All right, I'm gonna drop. All right, it's all right. Our stall indicator, but it's okay. All right. Trying to push, like, force it down without necessarily diving. Trying to be mindful of my passengers back here. Yeah. But yeah, they're not going to want to get back on the plane with. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Wait, why can't it go down?
Maintain present altitude.
All right. Is it? Look at this. What's going on? Something's up. I don't know what I'm doing. What the heck just happened? Oh, you guys. I don't know if you can hear the engine revving up and down on its own. Oh man. All right, everybody, I gotta concentrate. Maybe I should have did the flyover. Take it easy, Feather. All right. Hit a little harder than what I wanted, but we made it. All right. Woo. That was a tough one. All right, so now I'm gonna go up here. You know, we did whatever we needed to do. And now we're just gonna fly to another one. I'm gonna turn around. I can't control this thing. All right, before we take off, let's see, is there something else I should be doing in here? There's the propeller control, feather. Maybe that's what I need to do. Hmm. All right, and here we go. Ooh, I don't know how we're gonna do this. Wait, am I back far enough? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have landed here because we're overweight. Hey, I know you looking. I know you know I'm looking at you. I'm trying to act like you don't see me, looking past me. I'm gonna start kicking some people off. All right, let's see. All right, we got that. Let's get those flaps in order. All right, come on, Stoll. Ooh, oh shit. Oh, and there we go. All right, where is this? Let's try this again. Wait, where's the field? Where is it? Is that where I... Hmm. There we go. I think it's because I have too much weight on here. All right, let's try it again. All right, people, let's do this. Let's not give too much flaps so we can get enough speed. All right, no flaps, I guess. Try it again. Shoot. All right, it was rough takeoff, but yeah. We made it somewhat. All right, so there's another airfield back this way. Yeah, there we go. That I'm gonna try to get to. And then I think I'll do one more in either the Pilatus or the Citation. The PC-24 or the Citation X. All right, nice. It's climbing on it on its own though. the nose keeps wanting to go up.
Turn right heading 105. Proceed on course. Climb and maintain 7,200 as 36 medium Mike Bravo Echo 450.
All right, and we should be landing again because there's another one. Below Guy Airport. I guess I'll need to do a flyover. All right, let's see. Okay, there's the runway. Okay. All right, so that's where we're gonna come out, swing around, and try to land again. All right. I notice there is a slight uphill, so that should help us out with slowing down. All right, let me go ahead and drop down my flaps. I know we have the buzzer for the stall warning, but we're okay. We're okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do full flaps. We're picking up speed. There we go. And looks like we're still up pretty high, but we'll be okay. All right. And I just have to clear the trees and then we should be okay. Let's go ahead. Oof. I got some spinal injury on that one. Nice. Yeah, that one hit hard. So this is a pretty steep runway because it's barely making it up. There we go. Now it's got some momentum, which means we should take off pretty easily from this spot. All right, remember, we're almost maxed out with our weight. So I'm gonna do our brakes. Let's get the flaps together. All right, we're ready. I'm gonna do one. I just want to do this takeoff and then we'll move on to the next one. All right. Ooh. And nice. All right, people, that's it. looks pretty interesting flying through here, though. I might actually come back.
S-36 medium Mike Bravo Echo 450 cleared to Whiskey Alpha Charlie X-ray Airport as filed. Squawk
Yeah,
101
I
is
didn't
released.
file any flight plans, but okay. Looks good. So yeah, you could do all types of there are all types of little landing strips all in this area. And if you can see the terrain, it's clear that it's very difficult to get around. I wish I could get my helicopters to work right, and I would use those to do some flights. But for some reason, I cannot operate the helicopters. Well, at least this plane has good contrast against all the green. I think they call this bush flying, bush flights or something. Okay, that's enough of that one. And let's go do some flights in America. Let's see, LA. I try to stay away from LA because it's just so much activity here that the sim gets bogged down when I'm flying in around the LA area. So, where else? Where's a good place we could try? Looks like it's a lot going on in Dallas, but we could try Dallas. Palm Bay. What's this? All right. So still Palm Beach, right? On the sim. Let's do. Anyway, where are we? Orlando, Tampa. You know what? Let's fly into Tampa. And where we want to fly from? What does it say? Rudy's Glider Port. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. I wonder if the PC-24 can take off from there. I think we're going to do the PC-24. I haven't used that today. What is this? And the PC-24 can take off from some weird places. Or should I just do the PC-12? Hmm. So I think that means that runway is not in use anymore. But we're going to try 2 hours. Hold on. Let me change this plane. In a way. Yeah, we're not doing that. All right. Oh, I could do the Piper. I forgot. No, I don't feel like learning another one right now. There we go. That's a little bit more like it. But what about from Tallahassee? Depart Tallahassee to here. That's actually not bad. Let's see if we can get that switched over to ILS. change this. I want to go straight out. Keep it IFR though. And nope, we're not. Oh. Well, let's see. Is there ILS on any of these? No. Okay. Oh, wait, there is. Well, what is this? ILS 1. Wait, is that a dotted line? No. Oh shoot. I forget what happened. I forget what the dotted line means. But I don't think I want that. I did it before and I can't remember. Tell you what. Let's do this. Let's flip it. Let's go north. Fly out of here. Cross over the Gulf partially. And then we will go into here and see if we can do an ILS. Or they have nav, our nav only. 9, 18. There we go, 27. It's probably not recommended, but whatever. We even got 36. All right, let's see. Will it have us doing something weird? Actually, no, that's a nice, yeah, that's a nice pattern. Okay, I like that. All right, let's switch this to auto, send to both. Let's go over here, take a look at some things. So we're flying into Tallahassee. And oh shoot, what did I say, 27? Yeah, 27 is our runway. All right, 114, all right, let's get it. Let's get a little daylight or something. Wait, we're gonna fly south, right? Yeah, so I don't fly into the sun. All right, and again, I have it set to live weather. Ooh, look at that. That's nice. All right, and of course we do our usual. Let's get some people on here. No point in flying without people. Let's do that. Load immediately. Let's get that cargo. We do it just a little bit. All right, so we're okay with that. 119 or 111.9. And you know what? I can actually just do that in the sky. Let's go ahead and get our heading set. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong button. We'll go ahead and get that. All right, why is it moving? There we go. There we go. So we have that, and we'll go ahead and get our altitude. I don't know, let's go. 5,000 should be okay for now. Let's get that going. And I like this for me. And we'll go ahead, we'll get those set while we're in the air. Seat belts, no smoking. we're just gonna go. All right, and we're off. I didn't check rotate speeds or anything. I want to try to do it super smooth. Probably blew out a tire waiting so long. Let's get the gear up. Nice. Let's go ahead and get those flaps. And we're still climbing, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. Ooh, look at the wind pushing us around. All right. Let's go ahead. Wait, that's the other. It's armed. Oh. Let's go ahead and get that going. And let's go ahead and get our heading. All right. Auto throttle is now active. And what is heading select? Oh, we're in the FMS already. That's good. Flight level change. Maybe we don't need to go up to 5,000. Maybe we'll stick around 3,000. And let me make sure this isn't too loud for you guys. Okay, it's not so bad. Okay, let's go and do all the stuff I should have done before I took off. Wait, why am I flying a different direction from the... wait a minute, what's going on? Huh? I've never seen this. Fly 3 degrees or as a sign. LNAV disengages after the turn. Uh oh. Oh boy. I've been struggling with the flight plans today. Jesus. Let's delete this waypoint. Activate. Alright, I'm flying 3. I don't think we're flying in the right direction. Alright, people. What did I do? I lost my whole plan. Oh, there's that dotted line again. Shoot. Alright. Let me manually get us back on track. I'm going to turn off the navigation. Let's do heading. But I want to get us back over. Heading select. There we go. So I want to get us back over to this point. So we're not too far off, but we're moving pretty quick. So we'll move over. And then once we cross and once we get to this point, we'll get back onto that FMS, hopefully. And let me go down here. Let's get this quick. And top one. Nope. There we go. I need to see the full view. And guess I still gotta put in my code, but I can't do that right now. Well, let me see if I can do it really quickly. At least get it. Alright, 111.9. That's all I know. And oh, that was a volume. Okay. Alright. 111.9. Alright, let's do that. Swap. Okay, so we at least have that in. We got our nav on. And then I'll deal with the RA, the minimums. I'll deal with that in a moment. Alright, let's go ahead and get this back on track. And we'll start to turn. Okay. Almost there. I want to go here. Looks good. Hold on. No, I'm probably off, but I get a shot. Okay, let's see. I think we can go ahead and get back on the nav now. There we go. I think. Let's see. Please straighten out. Okay, there we go. Ooh, this should not be this stressful. Okay. What else we have? I'm ready to just be done with this particular. Okay, so we got some more stuff coming. North up, center. I do want that. I want my vertical navigation. And let me see how far we have. So I still have a while, so I don't really have to put in my, what do you call that? Minimums. No point in putting in my minimums. So that. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. DC-24. What else we need to do? Oh. Let's see what they, barometer. Altimeter should be set for. You want me to go to 11,000? All right, fine, we could do it. We have time. 3009. That's what I'm looking for. 3009. And same over here. All right. And they want us to go to 11,000. All right, let's do this. flight level change. And we're off. Smooth elevation. Pitch upward. Oh, that's an aggressive. Oh, wow. Oh, we gotta turn our lights off. The landing lights. Let's go in here. Let's get the landing lights off. There we go. Wait, do I have my nav node? Oh, look at that turbulence. It is bouncing. All right, let's go back here. Let's go back here and at least acknowledge our customers, our passengers. Ooh. Hey. All right. Welcome aboard, people. Welcome aboard. Let's see what it looks like out the window. Oops. Nice. Got a couple of flyers. Looks like somebody's over there. A few people fly. Oh, wait. Shit. Let's get back in the front. Look at our path. Wait, it shows we're on the FMS, but look. It's going a different. What in the world is going on? Let me try something. Send to avionics. Activate. Oh boy. All right, what's going on? 20. Let's pull back. So we zoom in. What? The system is freezing. Let's delete this. See what happens. Oh my goodness, you guys see the lag? And another discontinuity. Activate. Alright. Maybe now that's gonna take care of it. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and get this over. We get to intersect. And let's see what my stuff is. It should match that. Alright. There we go. So we have D30. Olegy, gaze, runway 27. Okay, alright. I think we're, once I cross over and get on the FMS, we should be okay now. Man. Well, this has required me to be attentive. I mean, I probably should be anyway, but yeah. clear ILS 27. All right, altimeter 3008. So we'll stay up on top of that. 08 and then 08 right there. And then while we're getting onto the proper course, we can go and take a look at these charts again. 111.9, so we're okay with that. And where's our plane? Okay, here we are. So we're gonna come down here. There's oil. There's that. So where's Cody's? Yeah. So here's the path we're gonna take. CODYS. We'll come down, get to this point, and move right in. And our minimum for our glide slope, ooh, it's gonna kick in at 800. Is that right? Oh, eight. No, that's 1800. Wait, am I reading this? Oh no. I'm 1800. Yeah, there it is. Huh. Thank you for the like. It's nice of you. All right, so 1800. And there we go. Now we're on the FMS. We're on the FMS correctly for the third. Well, yeah, this is the third attempt at it. There you go. All right. Now that we got that all worked out, let's see. 285,000. Yeah, look, I'm going to go down to 5.7. Man, this tower, they'll have me flying in daggone space if I listen to them. Let's say 5.7. Let's go into a flight change. All right. And you know what I did not do? Now that we're on the FMS, I can go ahead and put in some other information. So it's gonna. I mean, I should have did this when I took off, but it is what it is. Where do I put this in now? Database. Flight plan. Fuel weight. Passengers. We got 6. And we'll leave it at 200. Cargo. I don't know how much we had. I'm gonna go 400 because they did a percentage, but I don't know what the percentage was. Let me just enter it down here, and should say compute. All right. Did its calculation, and now I think we're okay with that. Let me get my full page back. There we go. Check the altitude constraints. I'm not worried about that. And let's do our checklist. Let's do our after takeoff. We already messed up. Positive vertical, yaw damper, flaps. Still don't know what MCP is. I gotta look into that. We finally turn off our landing lights, and there you go. All right, we'll go ahead and pick up here. All right, so I'm here. Let's go ahead and arm that. Okay, what else to say? Landing, passenger signs landing. We already armed the speed brake. You can do that now. It won't change. Even if you use the speed brake, it'll stay. Passenger signs on. We didn't turn them off. I'll never turn them off. Landing lights, taxi lights. We don't really need those just yet. I mean, we still have 74 to go, at least. All right. So next thing I can do is go ahead and put in that minimum. So remember on a chart we saw 1800, and we can even look at the plan here. This 1800 is where the glide slope and localizer is going to kick in, or the intercept the glide slope. So what I can do is go ahead and get that set up. Provided I'm not going to do any manual changes. And since we're at 5700, I don't know. I almost feel like I should probably be a little bit lower. I'm gonna go 5,000. All right. All right. And then once we hit 5,000, I'll go ahead and put in the 1800, and then just let the system do what it do. Right. So the altitude is flashed to let me know it's done its deal. I don't know why this says 5,500 in white. Oh, okay. I think it's just okay. Never mind. We're okay with that. All right. So let's now go ahead and set this to 1800, but we don't do anything. 1800, leave it there. And then I'm gonna click VNav just to make sure I got it active. And that's all we gotta do. And then as we get closer, the FMS will start to control the altitude, and it'll do it automatically. So we have the autopilot going, we have the auto throttle going, that will manage itself according to the flight plan. As a matter of fact, sometimes you see the speeds in here. So yeah, 280, and then we'll eventually drop down to 180. So the auto throttle airspeed, it'll take care of that on its own. And the altitude, we're currently at 5,000, but you can see we have 1800 on standby and VNav. So it's all on standby. And what'll happen is when we get to each of these points, the plane should automatically descend to these particular points. So when we get to this D37F, it should start to descend to 2,600 feet. All right. Anything else we need other than my RA? Yeah, minimums, which I know is optional, but I like to set it. Oh wait, are we almost here? All right, yeah, let's go ahead and set it. We're not too far out. Time flies when you're having fun. All right, RA is 114, and in case you're not familiar how to do this, I like to set the screen up. I gotta change this controller around. But if you turn this knob for your minimums, you'll get barrel and then whatever the number is. I don't know how to change it with a controller because I use a mouse, so I just right click. And now if I turn that knob, you're gonna see RA. So I'll just keep going. The problem is the number is 114. I never really know if I should go 120 or 110. So I'm gonna just go with 120. 120, and then the other thing to keep an eye on is that altimeter. So 3008. So we're still okay with that. It could change by the time we get ready to land. But for now, we're okay. I think we look good on everything. Matter of fact, we can go ahead and set the. No, we're okay with that landing gear. All right. Yeah, we're good. We just sit back. Need some music. All right, let's take a look outside. Like the color on this. But I do wish we could get more livery, wider selection. Got IGN blood. Oh shoot, I forgot to tell you. We'll show you. Anybody wants to join in, there are the codes KTPA to KTLH, Tallahassee. Alright. The only thing about this plane, the PC-24, is this sucker is loud. It's the only thing that I sort of not too fond of with this plane. But other than that, I think this is one of the best looking planes on the sim. So you got the PC-24 and a Citation X. Both of them. Between the two, I mean, you can't really go wrong with the business jets. Okay. Let's go over here, take a quick look at the chart, just to kind of get a feel for where we are. Before they did this 5.0 update, the planes used to be blue, so it's easier to spot them on these maps. All right, let's do another check. I don't know what all this stuff on here means. I think this might tell me a little bit of information about the runway 27. This is kind of coming in. Maybe this is the distance of the runway, 2438. There's your glide slope angle, pappy lights. So I guess that means if you're at 3 degrees, you should be on a proper slope. And I don't have a clue what any of this means. I think these air circles tell you the different class of airspace, but again, I don't know. And we're at bit 18. All right, let's take a look at this map, see where we are. Okay, we're getting pretty close. And I don't feel like I don't know. You know what? Uh, Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take us down to 3,000 because uh, to drop from 5,000 to 2,600 in that short period of time, I don't really know if that's a good idea. Runway. So I'm gonna take us down to 3. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. We got the 737 Max behind us. Looking good. Looking good. All right, so we're descending to 3,000. And then once we hit our 3,000 mark, I'll go ahead and put us back to that 1,800 in the system. And then hopefully the plane will do its thing. But staying at 5,000 has me nervous. And of course, ATC wants me to stay at 11,000. My goodness. All right, 3,000, 3,000. All right, let's let it level out. All right, solid 3,000. Okay, now let's go ahead and enter 1,800 pretty quickly. All right, vertical navigation is on and active. I like to just click it, make sure it's back on. All right, now we should be okay for one of my flights. Things don't always go as planned. All right, and we have our RA set. Let's check the barometer with altimeter, see if they have any change for us. Nope, we're still good. What's our distance? 8.9. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and hit our landing lights because after a while I'll just be focusing. All right, so let's go ahead and get the landing lights on. I used to did not use these checklists, but now, yeah, I like them. They are coming in handy. All right, landing lights. We already got the altimeter set. Landing gear. All right, it's just landing gear. And of course, once we get a little bit closer, we'll start working these flaps. All right. As a matter of fact, yeah, we can't put our flaps down until we get to um, to where our speed reduces below 200. So this will be interesting to see if it works. There's that. Man, we're really low. As a matter of fact, we're so low, we hardly even registers. We're not even registering on the profile. Mm, okay. All right. And if it does not decrease or descend, we just gotta be ready to take over. All right. Here's our final turn. And our speed, I'm sorry, our altitude is still holding at 3,000, but we should be descending to 2,600, right? Let's see. I was just showing that. Do we have another turn? I thought that was our last turn. Oh, okay, we have one more. I guess to get us on the correct path to the runway. But either way, see, this part always makes me nervous. Okay, I hear the engine slowing down. Look at the engine speed. Okay, airspeed. We're slowing down. That's good. So now what I'm looking for is the VNAV and our altitude. Just makes me nervous. All right, and we should be ready to do this final turn. Final turn. I guess it wasn't so final last time. But the oh, oh, okay. All right, now you can see our profile. See the profile there? So that lets us know we're on track. Although I'm still nervous because we haven't started descending yet. Let's go ahead and get flaps out. Sometimes it waits until it like waits to the last minute. But I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and take over. Do flaps. Oh wait, I think it just kicked in. All right, there you go. So you can see V path kicked in right there. Shows right there. Don't click anything. Just let it do its deal. All right. So right now it's still on a navigation. So I'm not going to click the approach because if I do, I'm going to mess it up. I need to wait until we get to 1800 and then I can click the approach and then that should take us straight in. Look at that, though. Looks so nice and smooth. All right, let's go and let the gear out. We probably don't need the gear out this soon, but I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. All right. And as soon as it hit, well, I hope. Wait, did I get the right? It was 1800, right? Yeah, 1800. Ooh. For a minute, I thought I had the wrong one. All right, as soon as we hit 1800, I'll go ahead and click this. And then we should be with the localizer. All right, there we go. And look at that. Localizer kicked in, and the glide slope. And I can see up there we're at 2 and 2. Now the only other thing is I should be at full flaps. Let's go ahead and do it. It tends to mess up sometimes because it causes too much drag and then we come down too early. All right. There you go, people. Wait, do we still have oh. Yeah, Boeing took off. Yes. All right, here we go, people. So look at that airspeed, 118. That's kind of low. I think the Pilatus is usually a little higher than that. Yeah, and look up here at the PAPI lights. We only have one white. Now we're all red. Let's go ahead and get that back up. All right. So right now, I just decided to go ahead and pull back on the stick just a little bit, very gently, to try to get us a little bit of altitude because I think it's going down too fast. And if you pull it back just a little bit, you can still operate it. I mean, you can get some altitude or slow it down without disabling the autopilot. All right, and as soon as we get over these, I can let it go. All right, and here we are to the ground. Let's kill the speed. Uh-oh, we bounced. And there we go. And the flaps automatically deployed. And we are here. Overall, not a bad flight, given that we started out with some glitches in the navigation. There we go. We got our landing lights on. Everything looks good. Wait, they're not telling me what I... Oh, let's see where they want me to go. What? No, we're not doing that. We're just going to find a place to park. There. We're just going to go ahead and park right here. Let's pull in right here. Let's get the flaps up. Yeah, I just park wherever I want to park in this thing. That's good. If I fly one of the big ones, maybe I'll park where they tell me, and then I could get the thing to extend, the jetway to extend. So I thought I could extend this. But when I do that, it puts me out. What the hell? I'm the captain. He's just gonna put me out. All right, let's go ahead and shut her down. That's it, people. Cold and dark. Well, it's probably warm and dark. But anyway, thank you all for joining Studio 36, and thank you for the few likes that I got. It really means a lot. Helps me out. You guys could probably tell I'm really new at this, but that's okay. Feel free to join in whenever I'm doing these. I usually try to keep the codes on the screen so that way you can just hop in whenever you want to. So I'll try to do that again. But other than that,